Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the episode of Find Love or Die of Trying. I don't know what episode this is. We're just gonna get right into it. I woke up on the floor of the games room. Terra was sleeping on the sofa with one hand still on her game console. We had spent all night playing games and watching movies, like it was our own little sleepover. Pigeon zombies everywhere! Ah! And then she woke up. Let's hope this insane show never gets to the point where Terra's dreams make sense. Oh man, my head's pounding, but I've got no regrets. Me either. We've got to do this again sometime soon, Kat. You bet. It's time for you to go on a date with someone else now. Yep, that's just how it is. Alright, have fun. Save some gaming for me later, okay? Sounds like a plan. Awesome. Well, look who crawled out of an economy class airplane toilet. And good morning to you too, Damien. Kat, don't mind her. Don't mind him. Damien just tell me the news. Your ratings are doing well so far. At this rate, I think you'll make it out of here. That's great news. I wouldn't celebrate just yet. Because you're done well. Because you've done well till now doesn't mean you won't jump the shark today. Your ratings need to be higher than they've ever been, or you'll get axed. Axed literally. If I'm around when your number's up, I guess we'll find out together, won't we? Later. Sorry about him. He can be a little mean sometimes. A murder threat is a little mean. Anyway, you ready for your last date with Yoi? This is just a date. Then tomorrow will be the final ceremony. I'm ready as I'll ever be. Fantastic. We'll start filming right away. Good luck, Kat. You'll need it. Thanks, Kat. I owe you one. It's time for my last date with Yoi. I could see Yoi's room from my window. Walking out around the front of the mansion, it looked like she was looking for something. I practically jumped down the stairs, then ran outside to see her. Hey there, Kat. What's the hurry? You look like you're in quite the rush. I just wanted to see you a little earlier. Gosh, that's really sweet of you. I've been meaning to see you too. I've just been doing a lot of thinking since you helped me get Bun. How's the big bee doing? Come to think of it, that's why I came out here. He ran out here in a hurry. I was trying to catch up. Though, this has already happened a few times, and you tied me somehow ends up back at my room. I'm sure he's fine. I wouldn't be worried. I just can't help myself, you know? You're a really sweet person, Yoi. I love that about you. You are too, Kat. Do you have time to hang out? There's something I'd like to do with you. Of course I do. For you, even if it's a little boring. I'm sure it can't be that boring if it's with you, you know? Whatever it is, I'm down. Alright, okay, here we go. And we walked together to the beach and started fishing side by side. Now this is the life. I have to admit, this wasn't what I expected. This was by far the best way to pass the time out in the countryside. To be honest, I'm not much for crazy activities like skydiving or shopping trips. I'd rather just spend my days quietly with the person I love, talking from dusk till dawn. Enjoying each other's company, you know? That's what the best. Is this okay with you? Of course it is, Yoi. Getting the chance to learn more about you, to try the things you like, that's where the real fun is. I also much prefer doing crazy things all the time, though. Though, I do think shopping trips aren't really in the same category as skydiving. They are when you live deep in the country. Hey, you up for a little contest? Sure, let's do it. What is it? Want to see who can catch more fish? You're on! Apparently I had fanned the flames of Yoi's competitive spirit. For the next few hours, we kept at it. While we enjoyed each other's conversation and company. Yoi is a natural. She was catching fish left and right. Each time she caught one, she let it back into the ocean. Each time I wonder what my first bite would be. I never ended up catching a single one, but that didn't matter. What we did, we were having a ball. Thanks for indulging me, Kat. Hey, I had a lot of fun too, Yoi. Don't worry about it. You don't have to lie. I know I'm not like the other girls. I grew up with nothing, and it shows how I spend my time, what I wear, everything. I love you so much, you know? If I had you, I'd give you all the love of my heart, every moment of every day. I would live for love. That's what I always wanted. But I know I could never give you the things that everyone else could. The money, the acclaim, the excitement. And I find myself worrying, what if you picked me, and the second we leave this island, you realize I can't give you the life you deserve, and you start to hate me? And I don't know if it came to that. So before it comes to that, I want to ask you, would just me be enough? My breath was taken away before I had a chance to say what I wanted to. That's something I'd never seen before, I would never see again. The sky rapidly turned bright blue to black, as if it were water being drawn into the darkest ink. The bright sun in the sky went out like a candle in the wind. Nothing so was you screaming as shadowy figures grabbed her from behind. A second later, it was pitch black. I couldn't even see my hands reaching out to try to save her. Then I felt somebody grab me from behind. No, not somebody. There must have been several people. They forced me to the ground and cuffed me behind my back. I screamed, but there was no sound. I tried to fight back, but there was no way out. I screamed for Yoi, for her to run as far as she could, but I heard no response. Then nothing. I woke up on an operating table, the kind you see in a nightmare. Blood spattered on the floor and the walls, the smell of disinfectant and rotten flesh. There was a nearby table littered with metal instruments that could make anybody talk. My first instinct was to get up and get off as fast as possible, but my neck, hands, and legs were cuffed and pinned onto the thick metal braces. I tried to force myself out with all my strength, but the braces didn't so much as budge. Hello? What's going on? Where am I? Yoi, are you there? I heard back were echoes of my own screams. Wherever I was, this place must be massive. Hey, Kat. Kat was holding some kind of helmet. The thick wires were extruding from the back of it. Don't worry, Yoi's doing fine. She's just taking a little nap. Kat, what's going on? You got to help me. I was just on a date with Yoi when everything went dark and this guy fucking kidnapped us and... I know, Kat, I know. She sighed. You did good, but not good enough. That's pretty much it. Will it make you feel better to hear that you're the best one yet? I don't care. Get me out of here. At this point, there's no explaining. She placed the helmet on my head carefully. Even if it wanted to stop her from doing so, the brace around my neck made it impossible to maneuver. Please, Kat, don't do this. You could hear the hum of a massive generator turning on behind me. She raised her hand, revealing a trigger switch with a single red button. I just want to get out of here. I want to get back to my life, whatever it is. Please. Not today, Kat. She pressed it. The sound of crashing waves are well without time or color. I'm back. This time as if I'm sitting in an audience watching myself from afar. The escape had failed. I'd been separated from her and captured. We never really had a chance, did we? I find myself praying that she's safe, if anything happened to her. For a moment, the world exploded with color. Always the hero, Kat, aren't you? What did you do to her? You should be more worried about yourself. You knew the rules. If you tried to escape the island, you die. It didn't have to be like this, but you... I'm done talking. Goodbye, Kat. Oh, will you look at that? Looks like our little hero's got some life left in him. You know, Kat, you're in luck. Usually I'd kill you for this, but an opportunity just opened up, and I think you'd be the perfect fit. Hey, don't just lie there. Just 5 more minutes. You're the star of the show. You can't just sleep through it. Watch me. Well, that's how you want to play it. It's on. Ow! Rise and shine, sleepyhead. Ow, ow, did you just hit me? What? Me? Never in a million years. Anyway, what was your name again? Oh, my name? I can't remember my name. Really now. You must be joking. I'm not serious. I can't remember a thing. Who knows? It might be for the better. Luckily, we got your name on file, Kat. My name is Kat. It's nice to meet you. You're the star of the new show. Find love or die of trying. Let me get you up to speed. How on earth did I get into this mess? I'm somehow stuck on the island in the middle of nowhere in an insane dating show from hell. From what Kat said, I'm dead meat if I can't finish the show with a fiancé or if the ratings aren't high enough. None of the girls in the show know the truth, and if they find out, they kill all of us. Why can't I wake up with no memories in a regular hospital like a regular drama protagonist? At least the girls seem nice. Allie's quite something. Something tells me she's hard to keep up with, and that's not just from losing a race to her in the field. Scarlett's interesting. I still got no idea if she's trying to read the magazine or the book hiding in it. I'll figure that out later. Terra marches to the beat of her own drum. I like that. Violet's cool, but intimidating as hell. I'm pretty sure she was about to cook one of the brothers for dinner. And there's Yoi. She seems like a really sweet girl. Something about her is so familiar. She said she knew me from before. I'll have to ask her about what I was like before as soon as I can. But for now, the show must go on. That's why Kat is a perfect soulmate for each of you. I'm sorry, you just do a bunch of numbers and symbols that don't mean anything? It's like the bullshit math they show on screen in a movie. Ah, you're late to the party, Kat. And now we're all together. Time to explain the rules of the show. Kat, one of the 5 lonely women here is your soulmate. You'll get to know 3 of the girls over the next 9 days, over 3 dates with each of them. Then on 10th day, you'll have to ask one of them to marry you. So I got 10 days to save my life. So without further ado, who do you want to spend time with? Wait, I have to choose already? I haven't even had a chance to talk to any of them yet. Don't think of it that way. Think of it as who do you want to talk to the most right now? Alright, well, I guess I'd like to spend the most time with... Wait, hold on a second. I have to tell you something pretty important. She pulled me aside. This should be far enough. So girls think you're asking the 5 of them for a date. But really, you'll only be asking 3 of them. Basically everybody but Terra and Yui. Why is that? Let's just say we think there'll be higher ratings than that today. And you know how important it is to get high ratings, right? I really don't have a choice, do I? Nope. Glad we're on the same page, Kat. So without further ado, we walk back to the girls. I guess I'll do Allie because I think that she's the most interesting one out of all of them. Or maybe No, Allie. Allie. Alright, we'll make it happen. How I let Allie talk me into this, I'll never know. You sure this is a good idea? There's only one way to find out, isn't there? Allie grabbed my hand and pulled me towards the slope of the hill. Relax, Kat. What's the worst that could happen? Well, I could die. Would it be too much to be on a TV show that could end up with me dead? Don't worry, I've got you. Oh, shit. I slipped her rollerblades, pulling me down the hill with her. I tried to step back on my reflexes, but all I could do was stand up with the rollerblades. Oh, fuck. We started rolling down the hill faster and faster. Allie was rolling down the hill backwards at full speed, and I could see panic in her eyes. I couldn't figure out how to stop. We were going faster and faster. I screamed. Allie laughed and pointed at me. Gosh, your face is priceless. I love it. Allie turned to me effortlessly and somehow glided next to me without ever even letting go of my hand. Our breakneck pace became slower and slower as she steered us back and forth repeatedly. Before I knew it, we were gliding down the road smoothly. The wind felt so nice. Now you've got the hang of it. You've got a funny way of teaching. That's the best way to teach a bird to fly, is throwing them off a cliff, no? That's definitely a way of looking at it. Don't worry about it. You weren't ever in danger. Have you ever been rollerblading for a long time? Nope. I actually just learned how to today. What was that about never being in danger? Shh. You're quite the daredevil, aren't you? What gave that away? She laughed as she slapped me on the back. You know, you're a pretty quick learner. You picked up rollerblading almost as fast as I did. Well, you got a pretty great teacher. And it's a lot of fun hanging out with you, Allie. Shucks, I feel the same way, Kat. It's great to be around someone willing to go on an adventure. The world's gone crazy. We're all gonna die. You may as well be around people that make life worth living. I couldn't say it better myself. You know, I bet you can't skate backwards. Allie reversed and started skating backwards as if to taunt me. Oh, why's that? I just think it's a bit too scary for a person who screams when they're starting to go down a little bump. I'm Kat, and I can't handle a bump. Ah, help me! Come on, it was a hill. Yeah. I felt a fire light inside of me. Bring it on, Allie. Oh, are you sure? Did I stutter? There's a time in every person's life where we know we're taking a stupid bet, but I'll do it anyway. With the power of misplaced confidence and adrenaline, I jumped high in the air and did a 360 rotation. Wait, am I spinning or is the world spinning? I'm not sure. Then it dawned on me. Oh, no, I won't let you kill, Kat. What? You're going to wish we had. What the hell? You're up. You okay, Kat? Try not to move. You banged up a little now, but you'll be fine in no time. Kat and I treated your injuries pretty well, if I do say so myself. What happened? Oh, well, you skated backwards. We're definitely skating quite liberally, huh? How did it get here? I carried you here. Oh, man, my head. Take it easy. It's only been a few hours since you KO'd yourself. Well, it's sort of my fault, but I made you some food. It should help you get through your strength back up quick. Thanks, Allie. That's really nice of you. Don't expect something that Violet would make. All I can promise is that the food is probably healthier than my last suggestion before you knocked yourself out. I'll take my chances. I took a bite of food cautiously. Cough. I'm dying. For a moment, Allie was wide-eyed and checked with horror. Haha, I'm just messing with you. The food's delicious. Thanks, Allie. I just figured it'd get a little of payback. You know, no one forced you to jump. She laughed and slapped me on the shoulder, then ran her hand through my hair and scratched it. I found myself smiling and admiring the blue eyes of hers. I'm looking forward to her next adventure, Kat. But I promise to not be stupid again, okay? I'll try my best, but people can't help but do stupid things to impress a pretty girl. I guess impressed is what we'll call it. We spent the rest of the day making fun of each other for how stupid we were being. Somehow, someway, Allie could take the ordinary and turn it into an adventure. I was laughing so hard that I could barely feel any pain. Before I knew it, it was nighttime. I stumbled back to my room and plopped onto my bed. Who could be coming at this hour? I shuffled over in a haze. Hey there, Kat. Sorry to bother you this late. It's alright. What's up, Kat? Don't mind me. Just gonna make myself real comfortable. Kat walked by me and comfortably sat herself on my bed. I really got one of these beds for myself already. I closed the door, then sat facing her on the opposite side of the bed. So what brings you here tonight? Can't stop thinking about me? You wish. Unfortunately, it's my job to have you survive till the end of the show. And I'll be checking in with you to see how you're doing and make sure you're doing your best on ratings. That's nice of you, Kat. Well, to be honest, I don't have a choice. Finding a new person to take your place would be a recruiting nightmare. But back to what I'm here for. Your date with Allie was a ratings knockout. You and Allie were a fan favorite pair. I gotta say, she knows how to make exciting TV. She got the potential for her own show now that I think about it. You were saying? Ah, sorry, I'm getting distracted. The whole world knows that Allie is your first soulmate candidate, and they're hungry for more content. That said, we need a little more drama in the mix now. Tomorrow I want you to find your second soulmate candidate and go on a date with them instead. Alright, sounds good to me. I wouldn't have expected more resistance, but I guess you understand your situation. Without these ratings getting higher and higher every day, they'll act the show and your life within it. I guess that makes sense in some warped way. I'm impressed at how well you took that. It's almost as if it wasn't your first time on a life or death killings dating show. That's pretty much what I need to tell you. It's getting late and we both got big days tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow. Night, Cat. Good. She was gone before I had a chance to finish. Less time to call it a night. The sound of waves. Hey! Again, your call to me within a dream. It's you. I love you, Cat. I always will. And I'll always love you too. My mouth moves on its own. Even if there's so many other women on this show, there can never be you. I held her tight and kissed her. You promise? I promise. Promises are unbreakable, you know. That's what you told me. I meant every word I said. She smiled at me. You better have. Your face is becoming clearer to me with every day that goes by. I know you're here with me, but which one are you? I think it's you. I think it's you. I think it's Yoi. I am pretty sure. This dialogue seems like a Yoi kind of thing. Oh my gosh, you heard what happened yesterday. Are you okay? No worries, I'm good. Thanks, Yoi. I'm so relieved. Should you be resting after yesterday? Nah, no need. I got a few scrapes and bruises. I'm sorry both of you aren't dead after what you pulled. Believe me too. Wait, what? I mean, no worries, Scarlett. I've been rollerblading for longer than most people ever have. Technically, that's probably true, but... You should teach us how to rollerblade, Allie. It seems like it'd be fun. Are you sure, Terra? I feel like that might not be a good idea. What's the worst that could happen? I like your attitude, girl. Come on, let's hit the road. Allie grabbed Terra's hand and pulled her away. Sometime later. Hey, Terra, how is skating? There's no words. I think Allie broke Terra. Scarlett waved her hands frankly in front of Terra's face as if to check if anyone was still in there. Terra, you in there? Hey, Terra, the internet's back. Guess nobody's home. Is there a medic on the island? Luckily, Terra was fine. After that was resolved, we spent the rest of the morning playing video games as therapy for Terra. She still doesn't remember a thing about what happened. What did you see, Terra? I guess we'll never know. There you are, Kat. I've been looking for you. Time to decide who your second soulmate candidate will be. Kat moved in closer to whisper. Not like you really have a choice, though. Without further ado, Kat, who is the unlucky girl? Scarlett. I'm gonna choose Scarlett over Violet. I just don't like Violet. I don't know why. Scarlett. Alright, we'll make it happen. Let's have Kat start in the mansion. And I'll know where to bring Scarlett. Give us a minute to set up the scene, then go find her. It didn't take long to find Scarlett. She found me first. She had to burst through my door, trying to catch her voice as she slammed it shut behind her. Thank God you're okay. Oh my God. What's going on, Scarlett? Long story short, I experimented with some of the local fauna on the island earlier, and there was nothing like it. It was really incredible, and I messed up my intro with you earlier, and... Whoa, slow down. Huh. I made a new chemical compound that causes amnesia. It's amazing. Wow, that's not something you hear every day. The cool thing is, applying it to the right amount of person can make them forget specific things, who they are, how they write, anything. The bad thing is... something slid into the door outside. I almost jumped up from the surprise. Give me brains and bananas. Applying too much turned people into rabid monkey zombies, hell-bent on eating human brains and bananas. Dear God, not the bananas. The door slammed again. It sounded like it was going to be knocked down. We need to get out of here, and fast. The four busted through the door and blocked their only exit. Give me brains and bananas. I can't give him out of the way. I'll give you time to run. I got a better idea. Scarlett blasted forth a white powder, covering his face entirely. He fled around wildly for a second, then fell to the ground unconscious. Is he going to be okay? I guess we'll find out. For now, let's focus on getting out of here. We ran outside of the mansion as fast as we could. How did this even happen? Oh, I was afraid you'd ask that. I heard from Terra that you lost your memories. I went to see if I could help you get them back. So I may have experimented on the brothers 5 to see if I could erase their memories and bring them back. I've done I've done the numbers wrong. I added way too much. I didn't realize their brains were so empty in the first place. In a weird way, it's really sweet, Scarlett. Thanks. Crazy, but still, thanks. I'll fix this, I swear. I just need some time to make an antidote. Luckily, I left my tools and supplies pretty near here. We can stay there until I've got an antidote. Sounds like a plan. Lead the way. Wait, where are the other girls? Do you think they're still inside? They're actually trapped inside the library right now. Oh shit, we gotta go back and save them. I don't know how to say this, but I accidentally turned them into zombies too. But they're a little too much, so I locked them in the library. We're doomed, aren't we? Scarlett and I passed the time talking about the craziness that's going on and coming up with the plan to save everybody. She seemed quite frazzled despite seeming so put together, but I could tell she really did care about the infected. Not even to prevent this from happening in the first place, but enough. I watched her build a machine that insists that she can turn them back to normal, but looking at it, I can't help but be a little skeptical. Alright, it's showtime. You really think this will work? You bet. I made it after all. Looks the coast is clear here. We walked to the outside of the library undetected, but we definitely weren't alone in there. Alright, it's time to save our friends. Brains. They're coming right at us. Nothing to worry about. There's payback for you guys acing your introductions. Sorry, what? Nothing. You sure it's gonna cure them? Of course. What does it look like I'm doing? Something told me Scarlett was enjoying this a little too much. What the hell? I'll take my eyes off the camera for 1 second and there's zombies in the house? Not for much longer, promise. We spend the rest of the day administering the antidote to each person. Each of them knocked out as soon as we delivered the cure. Not quite the first day you expected, huh? You can say that again. It was definitely a first, though. Kat told me that to make the day exciting, I had to get your heart racing. I think I did a pretty good job at that. I guess that's technically true, but aren't there easier ways? Something tells me this woman is full of more surprises. I was about to enter my room when I felt a familiar tap on my shoulder. Hey there, Kat. Got a minute? Let me just make sure Allie or Scarlett see me come in here. Fan some flames. Sorry, what? Kat looked around, smiled, and went into my room. I followed suit. First, the good news. Thanks to my plan, we got enough ratings to avoid early canning. People loved it when you and Allie were in the main ship, but loved it even more when Scarlett kicked off the competition. I'm glad to hear I get to live another day. For now, at least, but they can change on a dime, so keep it up. Between these two, who are your favorite? I think Scarlett, because hers was, like, really funny. Though, I've known her for less time. I think Scarlett more right now. It's amazing how brilliant she is, and I can't even ever quite place her. She's fascinating. Really? Well, I can't say I'm surprised. Let's see where things go with her. You'll be hanging out with her again soon enough. Anyway, that's it for today. Keep it up, and who knows, you might be the first one to make it out of here. Night, Kat. Good night, Kat. She left my room, closing the door behind her. Guess it's time to turn in for the night. Sometimes the most precious moments are the most mundane. It's just the two of us spending the evening together in the games room. I'm reading a book and at the same time watching her rage against an opponent in a fighting game. It's fun to watch her savor every victory or explode with profanity when she loses. Life is good. It's times like these where you wish your life could always be this simple. Sometimes in those moments, people wish for more excitement, for fame, for fortune, for anything but the ordinary. But all I want is the ordinary with you. Fuck you! I love this woman so much. Anyone else wake up with the world's worst headache? Tell me about it. What did we even do yesterday? Honestly, I can't remember. Though I did have a dream we were being chased by someone. Oh, really? And who was that? I think it was Scarlett. What are the odds of that? I dreamed the same thing. As did I. She locked us in the library and then shot us to pieces. Whoa, that's the same dream I had. What do you think made you dream up all of that? Either way, it was just a dream. You use mean glare. It's super effective. Come now. There's no point in getting upset at someone at what they did in the dream. You're right, Violet. And yet, I seem to remember you being there too, Kat. Oh man, how am I going to talk my way out of this one? Some way or another, Scarlett and I managed to convince everyone it was a crazy coincidence. At least I think we did. Violet was skeptical. Naturally, she had every right to be. Everything she dreamed really did happen. Let's hope that wasn't the kind of dream that comes back again. I found Kat in the same place she found me yesterday. Morning, Kat. It's time to decide who's your last soulmate candidate. Oh man, I'm bet today's killing from the bet today is 4. The poor guy, he doesn't know you've been rigging the show. What? He doesn't know what he doesn't know can't hurt him. Anyways, after you made your choice, it's just between the 3 soulmate candidates from here on out. Wait, just a second. I thought somebody would ask, so let me explain. If you don't get chosen, we'll make the rest of the show a tropical getaway for you. You'll be able to see the other girls and live in the mansion, so really, it's no big deal. Cheer did a little fist bump. So without further ado, Kat, who's the last unlucky girl? I guess it has to be Violet. Violet. Alright, we'll make it happen. Give us a minute to set up the scene, then go find her. I had gone outside the mansion to find Violet when a white limousine drove up and stopped in front of me. One stepped out from the driver's seat and walked towards me. Kat, good day. Please do enter. What's with the formal talk? Please just get in the car, Kat. You already heard what she did to my bro. He opened the passenger door and ushered me inside. I shrugged and went inside. What's the worst thing that can happen on a game dating show. We sat in silence as one drove me to what looked like some sort of fancy restaurant, then escorted me inside. Bonjour, suitor. I trust my new butler brought you here safely? Yeah, he did. What's going on, Violet? I thought I would give you a chance to have some alone time with the star of the show is all. I'm told that this is what people do when they're courting. Have you ever been on a date before? Of course I had. I'd read all the manuals on the subject. I'll have you know, I said every book of the Let's See New Asian Maid series, and I know them all by heart. I'm impressed, I'm sure. I'm impressed, Violet. Oh, it was nothing. Pardon my intrusion. I brought your food. Please be seated, honored guest. Violet and I sat at the table in the center of the palace, and one placed each dish on the table one by one. It seemed to linger over the meatballs as he brought them over. Thank you, one. Please, don't hold yourself back. Don't think I will. This food looks incredible and probably worth more than my life. You're right on both counts, Kat. I'm ecstatic you like the assortment. I planned it myself. You're a chef? You could say that. What do you mean? Anyway, tell me more about yourself, Kat. There's not much to say. Amnesia is a hell of a drug. You don't not remember your past? Yeah, bummer, right? Then rest assured, I will find the finest scientists in the land to help you recover your memory when this is over. That'd be great. Thanks, Violet. Think nothing of it. It's the duty of those with more to give back, no? Though, have you ever thought, perchance, that this is actually a blessing in disguise? What do you mean? Many of us would be happier not knowing what drags us down. That may be true, but still, I need to know. You sound just like the reference examples in the romance manuals. Consider me impressed. You know those manuals are just regular old fiction novels, right? Ha, you're quite funny, Kat. An admirable trait to have. I like that. Anyway, you haven't told me about yourself, Violet. Who are you? What do you do for fun? I'd like to know. Being the section of the Valentines doesn't leave much time for fun, I'm afraid. Even on this show, I spend most of my waking hours managing the Valentine's restaurant business. But I suppose if I have a spell of time, I enjoy baking. I don't get it. Why are you embarrassed by liking baking? Everyone has a hobby. Baking is something of a servant hobby, according to my parents. When they found out I was enjoying it, well, they made sure to stop me from ever doing it again with all the restaurant work. It's a bit ironic, isn't it? You know what? I do know of what, but what do you mean? Who cares what your parents think? Here on this island a million miles out, they can't stop you. How about you find some time together to bake up for lost time? She laughed like a child. That'd be wonderful, Kat. I'll make some time on my calendar for you. We'll spend the next few hours enjoying the finest meal that money could buy. Each course was getting better than the last, just like each chapter of Let's See New Asian Maid, according to Violet. Something tells me that the same applies to every moment I'll share with Violet. After today's date, I went out for a short walk outside the mansion. Oh, hey, Kat. Hey, Kat, what's up? Let's not waste any time. I'll get back to editing. You know what I want to hear. I know Scarlett's your favorite till now, but maybe Violet has shaked things up a bit. Who's number one now? Ooh. Actually, as much as I didn't really like Violet, I think that Violet's gonna be my number one right now, because I think that I like the whole entire, like, basing it off of, like, fiction book kind of thing that she's going for, and I think that that's cool. Though I've known her for less time, I think I like Violet more. I don't know as much I'd like about Violet just yet, but I know more than anything that I just want to keep learning more about her. I can't wait to see her again. You really do change your mind like the wind, huh? Doesn't matter to me, though. I'm your producer, not your life coach. Anyway, I've got good news that you might be interested in. What's that? My plan was a success. Having 3 soulmate candidates has worked magic for our ratings, which, of course, means the show will go on. That's awesome, so I'm safe now? Just for now, though we're not out of the woods just yet. We need to make sure that the next stretch of the show rates even higher. It's time for phase 2. Over the next 3 days, you'll go on a second date with each of the girls you've already dated. Just imagine how much higher our ratings will be if our viewers got to see even more of their favorites falling in love. Just imagine the sweet and revenue rolling in. Sorry, I got distracted for a second. Sound good to you? Sounds like a plan to me. Good, that's what I like to hear. Tomorrow morning, I'll be asking who you want to have your second date with. Put some thought into that. Sometimes the order of content is just as important as the content itself for ratings. Will do. Thanks, Kat. No biggie. I'll get back to work. I'll see you later. Night. I waved goodbye to her as she walked away from the mansion. Guys, it's time to turn in for the night. We brought a boat and went for a cruise around the island. I love the way the wind feels. Why's that? Feels like freedom. Can't get enough of it. No cameras, no people, nothing to stop me from. She pulled me close and kissed me on the lips. For a moment, time stopped, and we were the only two people that existed. Doing what I want. I smiled. I'm pretty sure we don't need to be all the way out here just for a kiss. I guess you're right. It's hotter for people who are watching. We laughed together as we cruised along till the sun went down. The world was ours. The sound of waves grows louder and louder, threatening to pull me back into reality. Will I know you before I'm taken under? Then you set the meat around 300 degrees for 40 minutes. Okay, got it. Terra firstly scribbled down notes. Wait a minute, could cook at 600 degrees for 20 minutes? That's not quite how this works, I'm afraid. But the math checks out. What's going on? Oh, good morning, Kat. How do you do? I'm teaching Terra the proper way to prepare a pot roast. So far, I'm seeing it's going pretty well. Terra will be the one to prepare lunch today instead of me. Terra turned one of the dials on the stove as far as it could go to the right. As a student has surpassed the master. On second thought, perhaps I'll prepare an alternative course. One moment, please. Oh, ye of little faith. Time for the moment of truth. Lunch is served. Terra was nervously clapping her hands tight. It's delicious! I did it! Oh my gosh! Terra did a little dance celebration and gave Violet a high five. Should I become a food vlogger? I'm a cooking savant. This talent shouldn't be wasted. Psst. Hey, Violet. What is it, Kat? Is this what you cooked or is this what Terra cooked? Violet smiled and winked at me. I don't know what you're talking about. She sipped on her soup contently. I couldn't help but smile back at her. Damn, this is the best meal I've ever had. Granted, my memory goes back about 4 days, but still, this counts for something. Morning, Kat. Congrats, you made it to the 4th day. And you become the first person to have not 1, not 2, but 3 soulmate candidates. Who would have thought? Granted, soulmate candidates don't really exist, but hey, we'll edit that part out. You should be really, really proud of yourself. I can't tell if you're being serious or not. I'll leave that for you to guess. Anyway, between your 3 romantic interests, who do you want to spend time with today? I think I'm gonna go with Allie. Really not. I'm surprised considering how you KO'd yourself last time. But that's none of my business. We'll start filming done by the beach. See you there. Well, anyway, guys, I think I'm gonna end the episode here. Oh my god, it's been a hell of an episode so far. You know what I mean? Like, the fact that we basically died, but then we didn't die. We came back to life, but not really alive because we can't date, you know, Yui and Terra right now. But that's fine, I guess. But, yeah. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe for more videos like this one. And remember to never, I don't know, go on the beach, I guess?